time for the Tailgate Store Show.
Welcome to the Tailgate Sports Show right here on Nextdoor Radio, nextdoorradio.com, and the Nextdoor Radio app. My name is Trace. Now we've got another great show lined up for you here today. The Tailgate Sports Show is live Monday through Friday, the top of the 1 o'clock hour. Phone number, 919-618-9258 and 919-618-9258. Everything we do, of course, by way of our website, you can listen back to our podcast at nextdoorradio.com. Mr. Tommy Tucker joins us here by way of the Ridgeway Historical Society and the Cantaloupe Festival coming up tomorrow. Of course, the 5K, 10K race is moved to the 23rd. But first, Mr. Tucker, how are you, sir? How are you doing? Good today?
Doing great, man. I appreciate the opportunity to get on and talk with you and to your audience about the Ridgeway Cantaloupe Festival today.
Absolutely. So you guys have been doing this for the last, you mentioned off air, about 18 years now. And of course, the COVID of 2020 kind of put a hiccup in the last couple years, but kind of talk a little bit about the history of the reasoning why you put the festival on.
Well, like I say, it started back approximately about 18 years ago. My aunt, which runs the Ridgeway Opera House right here in Ridgeway, they play music every Saturday night, and born and raised here, they decided to say, hey, let's get together and let's have a little get-together festival for the community and, you know, talk about the history of the Ridgeway Cantaloupe. And that's how it started. And the Ridgeway Fire Department, we been cooking stews. We were cooking stews on the third Saturday. And they said, let's do it on the same day we have the stew. And it all fell in place. In the first year, unbeknown, we won't ready for anything. I guess
that sounds about right.
You thinking, you know, you get a couple hundred people, and I think it was like 2,000 people there that first time, and it just took off from there. And then it, like I say, just trying to tell about the history of the how the Ridgeway Cantaloupe originated, and you know, it's a few and far between now with the growers, but we still have some local growers, and we will have cantaloupes here on site tomorrow. So that's basically how it started out, and never knew it was going to get this big. And like you say, COVID took a hit in 2020, 2021. We didn't have the festival, and come back now, and everybody's, you know, just round to go. And we got a lot of vendors, a lot of different vendors. We got, all kinds of sorts of vendors. I mean, you got craft vendors, art vendors, face painting, and food. We have funnel cakes, icy ice cream, sausage dog, hamburgers, your typical stuff that you have with your festival. And of course, the Ridgeway Fire Department will cook 800 quarts of stew. That will be ready at 10 a.m. at Selling by the Court. And also the Ridgeway Historical Society is selling stew and hot dogs, and the stew is being sold by the bowl right there on the same ground. So you don't want a quart, you can buy a bowl and have a good time. And also we have music starting off at 10 a.m. We have open ceremonies at 10. And then the Ridgeway Baptist Choir will kick off and start singing a few songs. And then we have different music from the Ridgeway Opera House from 10 to 1. And then at 1 o'clock, break time band will come on and play from 1 to 4. So it's a lot of things going on. And also for the kids, we have a lot of blow-up slides and games and stuff for the kids too. So it's a full day out, and we would highly suggest everybody come out. And if you want to get some good food and fellowship and just see the history of Ridgeway and help the Ridgeway Fire Department and the Ridgeway Historical Society, all these proceeds would go, half of it, I say half, would split between the Fire Department and Historical Society. The Fire Department always got to buy equipment and update the equipment, and stuff is getting so expensive now. So that's where all the funds come from the festival goes to. So we certainly encourage all the public to come out and just share a day with us. And as far as the vendors, We do have a few spots left, and I can give you a phone number at the end there. If anybody have any kind of craft or arts or anything, just give me a call. I'll give you my number at the end, and just check with me and see if anything is available. We still got some slots available that we can put people in. That's about it. It's a full day of the festival, and like I said, we just encourage everybody to come out early. It starts at 10, runs to 4, and this time of year you do have thunderstorms pop up, so we suggest everybody come out early, get out early, and I'm trying to get all my vendors in early as possible to start up early, because we know this time of year is uncertain. So but knocking on wood and hoping, that we have good weather and everything, for the day.
Again, Tommy Tucker joins us here by way of our phone line here on our Tailgate Sports Show, talking about the Ridgeway Cantaloupe Festival and, of course, the Ridgeway Historical Society. And the event is tomorrow, July 9th. The 5K and 10K race walk will be on the 23rd of July, coming up here in a couple weeks. Now, talk a little bit more about the Ridgeway Historical Society, if you can. Give some more information about that and the reason why you kind of offer some money, raise some money for the society.
Okay, so just as like I said, my aunt was they started up the Historical Society because Ridgeway was once world known for cantaloupes, and my grandparents came here and settled here and started raising cantaloupes, and these cantaloupes were shipped up and down the East Coast by way of trucks, train cars, all the way up to New York City, and Ridgeway was once known for the cantaloupe capital of the world. I mean, and we have labels that we have had from the past, and trying to tell the history about the Ridgeway cantaloupe, because like I say, at one time this was the cantaloupe capital of the world, and these was shipped all the way up to New York City to the high fancy hotels up there. And we have pictures and brochures and different things. And like I say, my grandfather even, he was a farmer. He raised cantaloupes, and he brought them in by trucks, and basically in a 7-mile area radius of Ridgeway here was well known for growing cantaloupe, and it still is today. Like I say, now a lot of them had fell off the wagon and just, but we're trying to revibrate and get some of the younger people involved and trying to carry on the history. And that's what we're trying to do, is just keep it going, pass the torch, so to speak, on that.
Fantastic. Again, Tommy Tucker joins us here by way of our phone line in the Tailgate Sports Show. Now you have the 5K, 10K run walk coming up on the 23rd. This has been, the 9th year of this run walk?
Yes, sir.
Talk a little bit more about that and the kind of the significance of putting something like that on.
Okay, as you well know, not only for young people, it's for old people, all sorts of people. But anytime you can get out and get any kind of exercise, it's going to help your body. I started running 10 years ago, pretty much late competitive, and now I still run every weekend somewhere competitive, but I run during the week, and but it's just trying to, and when I started running, I said, well, let's put this on here with the festival, and because your local races, they're few and far between, and when you get a 5K run, it takes a lot to put on, just like the festival. This is a timed event, U.S. Track and Field Association certified course, and just trying to get a lot of more of the younger people involved, and it's for everybody. You don't have to run, and you can walk it or whatever, and but just and all the proceeds there goes towards the Historical Society to revitalize a building that we are working on to house all the history of it. And like you said, this is the 9th year, and this year we moved it up from the festival on the 23rd, and it starts at 8 a.m. and it's right here on the same grounds, right behind the Ridgeway Volunteer Fire Department, and it's an in and out course on rural paved road. Nice scenic course, and it's got a few little hills in it, but it's a very nice course to run or walk if you want to walk. And people can go to Clockwork Race Timing to sign up. That's Clockwork Race Timing. And also, I will have a booth tomorrow at the festival here that we have T-shirts available. It's $30 per person, and that includes a goodie bag plus your T-shirt. And I will be on site tomorrow signing up people if people want to come by the booth and sign up, they can pick up their shirt tomorrow, and then on the race day, they can pick up their time and bib. And like I say, just come out and have a good time, and just anytime you can run or walk, it helps your body. So it's fun and just fellowship, and we will have cantaloupes at the run also. So, and this is the 9th year, and it's just a pleasure for me to try to, put it together. And I try strongly encourage all the young people. I mean, because and especially these rural counties, we don't have many races to put on, and you have to go out of your county, other county, Wake County, Franklin County, to run. And when you can get a race local, you better take advantage of it.
Look, I tell my kids all the time at the local school that I coach at for cross country. I say, look, I want this to be a fun adventure for you. I want this to be a fun run, but I want it to be difficult. So it's great to hear that you have some hills. It's paved. It's groomed. It's pretty nice. 'Cause what my guys run on and my girls run on is literally a cow pasture, which is great because it prepares them for anything. So I'm okay with that. Mr. Tommy Tucker right here on our Tailgate Sports Show. Anything else we want to make sure we kind of highlight? And of course, I do want to remind you before I get off the air, like if you can text me that registration sign up for the 5K for the race itself, make sure I get that on our video for all of our social medias. That way I know I have the exact link if you can. But anything else we want to make sure we kind of highlight today before we kind of wrap things up?
Well, on the festival, like I said, it starts tomorrow from 10 to 4. We still have a few slots available for vendors. If they would call me at 252-213-0429. They can call, they can text. The last week, my phone's been ringing off the hook. I may not answer. I'll call you back. If you send a text, it's perfectly fine. I'll probably respond to a text better than I can a phone call. And also, and like I said, the stew, we have 800 quarts of stew. We start selling at 10 also. And then I have a booth for the 5K. And I would love to see, the most we had one year was like 125, and I would love to see that broken. And I don't see no reason why we can't get more than 125 people. And I mean, like I said, it's a good event. I mean, anytime you can get a local event, and I started running, like I say, 10 years ago, and I've clocked in over 500 races in 10 years. And I ran so many other races. And one good thing about this, just myself, is I took on another challenge on myself, and I'm trying to incorporate some other people with me. But I'm trying to run one 5K in every county in North Carolina. And so far, I got 58 under my belt right now. So I got a few more to go, but it's 100 counties, but I got 58 under my belt. So I look forward to, kind of getting that whittled down a little bit. But I enjoy running with the young and the old, and it's good for a fellowship. I mean, when you get out and you meet friends and you're running, it's just, it's a passion. And like I said, I've always been active all my life, but I got hooked on running, and it was the best thing that ever happened to me. I mean, because anytime you can walk or run, it helps your body fight off diseases. I mean, sometimes I don't feel like running, but after I get out and get going, it's all good. But I certainly appreciate your time of putting me on and getting out to the public. And I just like to see a lot of young folks, because I mean, as many races I go to, we have probably 2/3 of older people and a third of the younger people. And I would so much love to see some of the younger people. And also, we've given out first, second, and third medals in each age category all the way up in 10-year increments. So we have a lot of, it's a good race. I put on a good race, and for the festival, for the Historical Society, and I like to see everybody come out and help us out and just have a good time on the 23rd.
Now, is this for the race itself, is this a free event, or is this something they can come in and they have to sign up and pay for? How's that work?
It's $30.
Okay.
It's $30 per person. That includes a T-shirt and a goodie bag.
Okay.
And then, like I say, we give out medals from first, second, and third place in each age group, from 0 all the way up to 100. So in 10-year increments. So $30 is the price of the run, and you get a T-shirt, and we have a wonderful tech T-shirt that we change up and do different colors. This is our 9th year. We went through all the colors. We're back to like a lime green shirt. So it's a beautiful shirt, but $30, and it's all the money proceeds goes to the Historical Society to, help us renovate a building that we're working on to house all the history in, of the Cantaloupe Festival.
All right, last question for you. Be honest with me. What's your best 5K?
I can't tell you that one.
I got to get my guys ready. That's all I'm going to say.
Are you talking about time-wise?
That's correct.
Okay. I have ran a 22. And that's good. That's good for an old man.
No, yeah, you're living the dream. I love it. Hey, Mr. Tommy, I appreciate you, my friend. God bless you. Thank you for what you do for the community. And if we can do anything for you, please let us know. Okay.
I certainly appreciate your time, and look forward to seeing everybody out tomorrow and on the 23rd also. Appreciate it a lot.
Absolutely. Talk to you later. See ya.
Thank you, sir.
Bye-bye.
Okay.
Tommy Tucker, he was with the Ridgeway Historical Society, the Ridgeway Cantaloupe Festival coming up tomorrow, July 9th, 2022, from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. It's going to be a great time. Of course, cantaloupes, Brunswick stew, hot dogs, entertainment, vendors, all sorts of stuff going on. Of course, the following on the 23rd of July is the 5K and 10K registration. Of course, you can go to www.ridgewayhistoricalsociety.com for more information. He's going to text me the correct link. We're going to have that by way of our video here very shortly once we are done here at 2 o'clock.